Hello and welcome to another episode of The Way We Saw It. Today again in Panama City. And what would a visit to Panama be without a visit to Panama Canal? So we are here on the Plaza de Independencia in Casco Viejo in Panama City. There is the cathedral, which is now being renovated. You cannot visit it, unfortunately. We have a view on the new part of Panama from here too. And behind here is the Museum of Panama Canal. We will start our visit in that museum behind the beautiful yellow tree which are blooming right now. It's the season, and the visit of the Panama Canal Museum is a good starting point before you go to the canal itself. It will give you some inside information about the building of this enormous construction.
Behind me you can see the City Hall, which was actually destroyed by an earthquake 1882. So we are again in an area with earthquakes, but so far we have been lucky. And the square where this City Hall is actually located is called Plaza Independencia, because 1903 Panama declared its independence from Colombia, because it was one country. Here it was on this square, maybe from the balcony, I don't know. And I told you in the previous vlog that the Panamericana, the street which goes from all the way from North America down to Patagonia, has only one part which is missing, and that's the part between Panama and Colombia. So now we are done with the museum. It was super interesting. You should definitely come here and visit this museum. It took us about 1 hour. And basically the history is actually that the French people started with the idea of building the canal, and their idea was to make it like on one sea level through the country, but they failed with that idea and went bankrupt, and then the Americans took over, and then they built like docks and elevated the ships on 3 different levels to pass through the canal. And the rest, you know, is the Panama Canal, which came out. The entrance to the museum is $10 per person, and you can get an audio guide which is $3 extra. It's available in English, but I think you don't really need the audio guide because everything is in Spanish and in English, very well signposted. And now, let's have a coffee. So one thing I forgot to say about, do not take pictures or any video recordings in the museum, because I took a picture and a small video, and immediately the security came and they called the police officer, and I had the feeling I'm going to be arrested. But luckily they let me go, so no pictures. And now we are in the American Trade Hotel in the coffee bar and ordered the coffee. The coffee is excellent, has a beautiful crema. But look at this, they're serving in this super 5-star luxury hotel on paper plates and giving you plastic cutlery. I think that's totally not, and plastic cups on top. Yeah, Matt is just showing it. I think this is inappropriate for this house. Sorry.
And now after the coffee we will go to the docks of Miraflores. It's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes ride from here. We're taking an Uber, and that is supposed to be the best place to see the ships going by. There are certain times of the day where you can see better the ships because there's more coming. There's a website called Mi Canal where you can see the times every morning, what time during the day the ships are going by. So we checked that out, and it's about 2:30 in the afternoon onwards, so we are trying to be there on time.
We have arrived at the visitor centers of Miraflores, and there's a huge escalator bringing us up. There's Marty, and let's go to the next museum. I hope we can make some pictures this time. The entrance is $15 per person, and you can see that the local people only pay $3 per person, so there's quite a difference between residents and non-residents. So now we have arrived to the visitors deck, the terrace, and you can see there's a very big ship coming at the end and going into the first dock. And next to it there's another dock where the water is already low. And I will show you now a ship which is in the next dock already being lowered to the next level. So here we see the first dock going down, and over there that ship is just being lowered to leave the docks. Now the dock is opening, so the ship has been elevated to the same level of the canal, and soon it's going to leave. There's the next ship coming, and you can see these little engines on the left and on the right pulling it into the dock, and there's actually, they say 60 centimeters on each side, looks a little bit more to me, space. And the little locomotives are also braking the ship, so it's stopping it. And there's another one all the way at the end of the ship, which is also pulling it backwards, and then it's completely fixed into the dock. So now the ship has been lowered all the way. You can see the sailing boat is also down, and there's a signal, and now the bridges are lowering and the docks are opening. So we are done with the Panama Canal visitor centers in Miraflores, and this was really interesting. Took about, I would say, 1 hour, maybe 2 hours to spend here on site. It depends how long you want to watch the ships. There's also a big movie theater, and they're currently even building an IMAX cinema. And now we are heading back to town. Thank you very much for watching this vlog from the way we saw it from the Panama Canal. Please subscribe to our channel, and see you very soon in the next vlog. Thank you for watching. Safe travels always. Bye.